Okay. Hello, everyone. Just checking that you can hear me. Uh, Give me a sec. Okay. Let me know in the chat if you hear me. Just waiting for a few more people to join us. Welcome to today's live stream. I'm gonna keep it simple today. We're gonna be learning about automation in Taskade. So stuff like triggers, actions. Yeah, I'm gonna walk you through our automation, and then after today, you should be good enough to create your own workflows in Taskade. Okay, and once again, my name is Faris. Welcome to the live stream. All right. As usual, if you have any questions, just leave them in the chat, and yeah, I will get to them during the session, or if I can't find an answer to them, I will answer them in a future live stream. Okay, now I will share the screen to show you today's topic. Okay, here we go. Full screen. Nice. Okay, cool. So today's live stream is simple. We're just going to talk about automation basics. So I'm going to tell you what automation is in Taskade, the triggers, the actions, and then we're going to build an automation together. And then three things that we're trying to achieve today. So we're going to do a we're going to create a dummy project, and the things we want to achieve is every time a task is added into the project, we would want to auto assign it to someone within the team, and then maybe we'll add something like get a task from email. And so that means every time you send an email to the project, a task automatically gets added in. And then we'll also do something to close the loop, which is every time a task is completed in the project, we'll do something to just update everyone that the project is completed. Okay, so very simple way of explaining automation, the triggers and actions, is that think about it like this. Like logically, in real life, if it starts to rain, you will get an umbrella. So that's trigger and action. The trigger is it starts to rain, and the action is you take your umbrella. Same thing in Taskade. The trigger is when something happens. It could be anything. It could be, a new email, new task, clearing off a task. When that something happens, an action will happen inside Taskade. So I will then show you an example of an automation. All right, maybe we have, yeah, maybe this one. Yeah, so this one is an advanced automation. I'm not going to cover this today, but what I just want to show you is the triggers and the actions. So this is a trigger. Every time a Google Drive file gets uploaded, the action is we will duplicate the file, split into paths, and then run it through some filters to get the end result. So today, to keep things simple, I will create an entirely new workspace and create an entirely new automation so that you guys know how to do it. Okay, cool. So let's do it right now. This is my demo workspace. It's called Live Stream Demos. So when you load up Taskade, I think you usually just have one sample workspace. So for me, it's this one. Let's simulate it. Let's create a theme. I'll call it just Acme sample. Okay, and you create a theme. And this is now your team. So if you want, you can invite your other team members here. So either send them a link or invite them directly via email. So once that's done, this is now your whole new folder here. This is your folder or team. And basically within the work in different departments gets done here. So you're in a team, you have your projects, you have your agents, your AI teams, which are teams of AI agents, automations, media that you save inside Taskade, and your AI kits. AI kits are basically all of this packaged together into a single downloadable kit. Okay, so let's now create our first project. I'll always start with a blank project. You can start with AI as well, but let's keep it simple today. Let's start new, and it will always be a list view. But in terms of this demo, I will do a table view. So there are multiple views: board view, list view, board view, but we want table today. Okay, sometimes that happens. Oops. Oh, I know why. I don't have a title. Rookie mistake. Okay, let's give it a title. Let's say just my project management dashboard. Just maybe a personal one. Let's try, and then you create a table. You have this AI chat over here. Let me move my face aside. Yeah, you have this AI chat inside every single project. So you can chat with it and tell it to add stuff inside and all that. We've been updating this quite frequently. So right now the AI chat can understand the context within your project even better. And you can tell it like, add tasks, remove tasks, stuff like that. And it does it pretty well. But for today, I won't be doing that. Now let me change back the view. Okay, cool. Okay. All right. So this is my project management dashboard. So we have task, agent, due date, assignee, comments, all the fun stuff. But I want to keep this simple, so I will hide the stuff that I don't need. Maybe I'll close this first. So to do that, there's a filter on the top left here. Click it, and then I don't want the completed date. I don't want the created date. Completed by. Maybe I keep the completed by. Yeah, let's remove this. Let's remove this. Remove this. I don't need the reactions. Maybe we'll leave the comments there. I'll remove the due date. I'll keep the assignee there. And let's see. I don't want any agents here. No timer. No media. Very, very simple. You know what? Maybe just let's remove this as well. So right now I have the task, the assignee. So who I'm going to assign this to. Comments for me to add in stuff. And then let me see, what do I want? I want another custom field. So I click the plus sign. So exactly like a spreadsheet, but inside Taskade. Let's do string. Let's see, source. Just in case I want to tell myself where this task came from. So I add a source here. Okay, I think that's about it. Assignee, comments, source. Okay, yeah, that looks good. So I imagine if I have a task, it will be something like, buy groceries, something simple. If you were to do it manually, it'd be like this: buy groceries. You assign it to yourself. This is me. Source, maybe just leave it blank for now. Comments, maybe after work. So you know that, okay, I have to buy groceries after work. So very, very like simple stuff. But ideally, you would want to automate this, and here's how. We go to automations, and we create an automation. And we always start from scratch, but you can also use all of our templates here. They are all very usable. So I'll start from scratch, and there'll be a trigger and an action. So the trigger, what do I want the trigger to be? Maybe in this case, every time I add a project, every time I add a task into the project, I would want to auto assign it to myself. So that way I save a click. So we can do that as well. We create a trigger. Every time a task is added here. And yeah, you can explore all of the triggers here. Just keep it simple today. Every time a task is added, you must select your project. This project is called My Project Management Dashboard. Every time a task is added into this dashboard, something will happen. So what do I want to happen? I want to assign this task to myself. So let's do an assign task action. And again, if I'm going too fast, please let me know. Happy to explain. Oops, I clicked something. Okay. Assign task, that's the action here. Project, My Project Management Dashboard, because I want to change this project. The task ID, I would want to edit the task that was just added in. So let's the task ID with the task ID. The user, I'm the only one in this workspace, so just myself. So let's save it. And then we turn it on in this button here. And now every time I add a task, it will automatically assign this task to me. Now let's check. Okay, add a task. I not buy a car. Oops, buy a car. Okay, and if you just give it a few seconds, it will automatically assign the task to me. And let's say if it's taking too long and you're wondering, is it working or not? You can check the automation flow right here. go back to your automation. You can check the history on the top. Then, oops, apparently there's no activities to display. Oh, okay, I see why. Because there's a filter here. So the automation only runs every 15 minutes. So that's a limitation here. So let's check back later on that. But within 15 minutes, it should update the project. Okay, so that was one of it, where every time a task is added, I would assign the task to myself. Okay, let's see. We can also do more, and I think I wrote down in today's live stream what I was going to do. Get a task from email and task completed. Okay, so now let's say, admin sample. Okay, so let's say right now, if you don't want to really, add in tasks from yourself, by yourself, like you don't want to keep on like clicking add tasks, you can also add tasks from various sources. And one of it is email. So one of my favorite automations is called the mail hook automation. And we'll do it right now. We'll click automation here, start from scratch. We add a trigger, and it's called mail hook, or you can click Gmail here, or you can just type mail hook. So what a mail hook is basically it gives you a unique email for every single automation that you create. So the idea is that if you send an email to this address, it will automatically send it to this automation. So it will instantly fire the automation. So I imagine this to be maybe when you start your morning and you are reading through all of your emails, and maybe you subscribe to a few newsletters, and maybe it's a busy morning and you don't really want to read it right now, but that newsletter is good enough, like you want to read it later. What you can do is forward the email to the mail hook and use Taskade to organize those emails nicely. So maybe towards the end of the day, when you have time, just open up Taskade and find that email and remind yourself that, oh, this was an email from this morning that I wanted to read. So yeah, that's one way of organizing your emails automatically with Taskade. And besides Mailhook, you could also give it like a filter, so that Taskade automatically filters your email. And yeah, you can do that as well. The only reason why I don't really like to use that is because there's a 15 minutes delay, and I'm just afraid that by the time we end the live stream, the thing hasn't filtered through or something. So usually when I show that feature, I run it beforehand, and then during the live stream, you can see it happen. But if you want to see that, let me know. I can do that for next week's live stream. More than happy to do so. Okay, anyway, so now we have the mail hook. Every time we send the email here, the idea is I want to add this task into my project management dashboard. So let's see, we have AI here. So let's use AI. So the trigger is mail hook. I would go to, let me see, summarize. I need AI to summarize the data for me. We have this, we can process the data right here. So this is the trigger, this is the action. So every time I send something to this automation, it summarizes with AI. There's a pre-built prompt here: summarize the following content in a concise and clear way, highlight the key points. Let's keep it simple. Input is basically the information that you want Ask AI to process. In this case, it will be the email body, because I assume that the body of the email is where you want all the tasks to be. And maybe let's also give it the email subject line. There's an add email subject. So basically the context of the AI is the email body and the email subject line. Summarize it. Give it a clear title so I know what's going on. Okay, so mail hook, summarize the email with AI. And now that I have the summarized information, I want to add it automatically to that project management dashboard. I will add another another action, and which is called add task. So I want to add this summarized information into said project management dashboard. So click add task, and I'm good. Every time if you think like it's a bit overwhelming, what I like to do is just break it down step by step. So right now, I will click the project, my project management dashboard. The block is optional. I always leave it blank. The content, it will be the summarized information. So the ask AI result. So whatever that comes up from here, this will be the content of the task. Okay, let me see. Position, let's just leave it blank. Fields, you can add fields as well. So just now I showed you how to assign task. I think you can do that here. Oh, there's source. So you can basically tell yourself where it came from. So it will automatically update the source field inside the project, and I will show it to you after this. In this case, what would I want to do? I would want to maybe, oh, by the way, if it's a little bit noisy, let me know because I have the window open. I can close it, no problem. Yeah. Okay, source, sender's email, no, maybe subject line. So I know that what the subject line is, and if I need to check back on my email, I know that, oh, this is the subject line. Okay, cool. Due date, you can assign a due date if you want. I don't need a due date. Let's just save it. Turn it on. Oops. Okay, it's already on. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna send a task to this mail hook. Give me a sec. Okay. Oops. Something went wrong. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay. This is my dummy email to check, to test the automations. Okay. So what I'll do now is I will copy the mail hook address. This is unique to your email, to your automation. Every time you create a new mail hook, you'll get a new email address for the mail hook. I'll copy this, go to my email. So let's just say send it to the mail hook, subject line. This would be a task that I would want to do. Let's see what task is that. Maybe, you know what? Bill client for this month's invoice. Maybe I'm on the go and I want to send myself an email. I usually text myself updates, but you can also email yourself updates and you automatically add to the project dashboard. But yeah, maybe say don't forget to charge the client for this month. So $5,000. Okay, must CC maybe John in the invoice. I don't know, I'm just winging it right now. Send it by 9 p.m. tonight. Address to Mr. Wong. I don't know, just very, very random stuff because I want the AI to summarize this. Yeah. So now send this to the mail hook. Message is sent. So right now I will go back here. And flow, once again, is every time I send an email to the mail hook, it will summarize with AI, and then it will add the task automatically in the project. So what you can do is you can view the history and see that it is running right now. And you know what? While we are waiting for it, let's give it a name. Oops. Did I save it? Yes, I did. Mail hook trigger. Okay, completed. So the way we check is we go to the project, and if it worked well, it will automatically show the task. Okay, here we go. Okay, so something went wrong here, and basically what happened was I didn't format the email, so it gave me 4 different tasks, and the source is here. But okay, so now we know that it's working, and okay, multiple things going on here. So first of all, the first automation, which is this one. Remember the automatically assigned task automation? It ran while we were doing the mail hook. So that's why it automatically assigned to me these 2 tasks, although this is a blank one. I will delete this. Okay, so here multiple things happen. Ideally, I would want it to appear in like just one task here. Yeah, but let me see. I didn't package it properly, so the AI summarized it into 4 different tasks. But yeah, so I know that I have to charge the client 5,000 for this month, prepare an invoice to Mr. Wong, CC to John, and send the invoice by 9 p.m. tonight. And there's the source. The source was the, see here, this was the source, bill client for this month's invoice, the subject line in the email. Okay, so this is the table view. Usually I'm used to the action sheet view, which is similar but different. Yeah, let's just do table view then. Let's see, row height, let's do large. Okay, let's see how would I make it nicer. Perhaps what I could do is I could make the task the subject line, and then the ask AI, I could do it in the source. You know what? Let's try it differently. Let's just change it up so that it looks neater. I will delete the ones that I don't really like, which is this one. Okay. Drag and oops. No, just delete. Okay. Let me see. Okay, automation, mail hook trigger, summarize with AI, input here. So the formatting went wrong in this step, the add task email. So the content, maybe let's not do all of the task. Maybe the content, we do the email subject line. That way it will just be one task. I imagine one task appearing. And then for the source, okay, you know what? I will need to rename it first. Okay, save it. I'm doing this on the go, so you can see how I troubleshoot the issue when I'm doing automation. Always happens. So the source, maybe I'll change it to task. Task summary. Okay, so we change it up a little bit. We had the task summary here, and this one essentially becomes like, what should this be? Source? I don't know. Just leave it as task for now. I don't know what to call it. Yeah. Okay, mail hook trigger. Let's go back there. So the content, which is the first row, I will name it I will put the subject line there. The task summary would be the summary from this AI, ask AI result. Yep. So that I save it, and then let's do the mail hook again. Okay. I will copy the mail hook address, and then bill client. This is the subject line, and then this is the task. Okay, then we send it once again, and then we give it a sec. Okay, and then now we check the history. Give it a sec, it should show up. And then ideally, when this is processed correctly, it should appear nicer in the table. So run is completed. Now I will go back to the table, moment of truth. Yeah, much neater right now. So the subject line is here. And then the task summary is basically a summary of the email. So charge the client, prepare an invoice, include John in the CC, and ensure that the invoice is sent by 9 p.m., all that stuff. So, you know, you can paste like newsletters in here, stuff like that, and summarize it. So this is just a very, very simple way of showing you what it can do. Let me see what happens if I click the board view. No, it messes up. So yeah, keep it to the table view. Don't change the views around when you're doing this kind of stuff. Okay, let me see. I do have another thing. Oh, let's wrap it up by celebrating our wins. So basically, let's say after a task is done, let's notify ourselves that, oh, we did a task. So ideally, so when you check a task here, so maybe if, just a simple task exercise. So we can check a task. Once it's done, there's a progress bar here, and I want this to be the trigger, meaning every time this is done, I want something to happen. Maybe I want to send an email to myself to update me that, oh, I did this task or something. You can do that. So, and cool trick that I'm going to show you is instead of clicking automations here, you can also directly automate from the project. So if you click this, and trigger will be task completed. It will automatically populate the trigger for you. So basically, it knows that every time the task is completed in this project, the automation runs. So saves you a hassle of linking all the stuff. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Let me know if you are able to understand this so far. Yeah. And any questions, please let me know in the chat. Okay. Okay, so this is the trigger. Task completed in this project. I will then do this at step. What do I want to do? I want to summarize the task that I did, right? No, maybe I'll just send myself an email. Very, very simple. Maybe send email. Okay, now I need to connect to Gmail, and there's a pop-up in another screen that you guys are not looking at right now. Basically, it's asking me which email I want to connect to Taskade, and I chose the testing start one. Okay, and then I just have to allow the access. Done. Okay, it's as quick as that. So I'm now connected to email. Email, let's see. Now, what was my email address? testingstart9@gmail.com. Okay. Okay, so to myself, testingstart9@gmail.com. Subject line, task completed. And then add, you can do that. Let me see. Task ID, task content. Task content. Okay, let's do it. And then the body of the email, I will do, hi, this task was just completed. I already have task content there. What do I want to tell myself? Maybe a link to the task. This task was just completed. Let me see what else you can do. Can you do, let me see, handle of user? Okay. Created by handle of user. Time, trigger time, maybe. Okay, yeah, that looks about right. Maybe, yeah, let's try that. So yeah, from, you don't need that. Okay, cool, that looks about right. So let's double check our automation right now. Every time a task is completed in this project, I will automatically send myself an email which says the task has been completed, by who and at what time. Cool. Now I would want to turn it on and test it. So turn it on, and then I'll go to the project. Yeah, it's still a bit noisy. Give me a sec. Okay, let me click this one. So yeah, just completed this task and let it run. Give me a sec. Okay. So now that I've ticked off this class, oh, I didn't assign it to myself. So let me uncheck it and assign it to myself. Okay, then I run it again. So this time there's an assignee here. Okay, and we just let it run. You can check the automation again, like here. What was it called? Task completed, yep. History, there. So it ran, that means it should have sent the email to myself, and now we check it. Not yet. It hasn't sent through the email, so just wait. It's this one, right? My project management. Let me see this. Yeah, so task completed, send email. Yeah, testingstart9@gmail.com. There we go. 2 emails. Let's see this one. Yeah, the formatting can be better, but basically this is a very, very simple example of what you can see. So task completed, this task, hi, this task was just completed by, task is start, and the time. No, this is the date, not the time. Yeah, this needs some work, but yeah. Okay, let's see if I click it, what happens. It should bring me to the node. Yep, it brought me to the project. So basically right now, let's say if you're working on this project with someone else, you have Taskade closed. Close Taskade here. You just have your email open, so you can just click on this, and it will bring you to the project and at what you need to see. So there we go. That's like the super basics for automation. So today we covered automation actions, which are triggers and actions. So I will open up the previous workspace. Yeah, so this is what we covered today, triggers and actions. And we built an automation together, three simple automations to simulate a project management dashboard. So we did a task edit, auto assign to myself, and then we created a way to get a task from email, which is via the mail hook. And we also did, every time a task is completed, something happens. So in this case, we chose to, every time a task is completed, send an email to ourselves. But let me see. There are also other ways that you can do this. This will be the last thing today. Let me see. So you can send an email. You can also, let's see, let's explore other stuff. You can publish Slack updates. Can send yourself a direct message or channel message to let everyone know that the task has just been completed. Can send a message on Discord. Reddit is new, so this must have just come in today. So let me check out what happens. Coming soon. So not out yet, but soon you'll be able to create posts with Reddit. So yeah, when this is out, I will demo it to you and show you how to use it. But yeah, so WhatsApp business. So I do have people that asked me in the past why we don't have the usual WhatsApp and why we only have WhatsApp business. I wanted them to just add in like the usual WhatsApp, but I think it's something to do with security. So only WhatsApp business, we are only able to support WhatsApp business for now. So for the normal WhatsApp, I'm not sure, but yeah, I wish it was available. It would be something that I would use. Yeah. Twilio, I'm not sure what Twilio is, but if I'm not wrong, it's something that helps send SMS to yourself. Yeah. I haven't done it before. Maybe I should for a future live stream. But if you do use it, what you could do is basically every time a task is completed, you can either send an email or you can send an SMS to yourself. So I'll check out what Twilio is and I'll demo it in the future live stream for sure. Okay, that's about all the time that I have for today. And just to repeat, usually we used to do like live streams for like 1 hour and so, but I realized that the attention span dropped off pretty quickly. So we're experimenting with quicker live stream. So today it's about 40 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes, I think is optimal. So that way I get to teach you something and you don't take too much time out of your day to watch me yap about Taskade. Okay, so I hope you found this session informative. Yes, I have one final thing for you guys, which is this. Give me a sec here. Okay, I'm gonna drop something in the chat. And basically it's a link to a form. And this is the form in question. Yeah, so oops, it's not sharing, it's my bad. Oof. Give me a sec. Okay. This is the format that you guys will see if you click the link. So basically it's just live stream topic suggestions. So basically the goal of this live stream is to teach you guys about Taskade. So the best way I feel to do it is if you guys have questions that you think you want me to answer in a live stream. So it could be a very hard or very tough topic. And what I'll do on my end is I will obviously try to answer it myself. But if I'm not able to, I'll ask the team and together we'll create a solid lesson plan for you, and then we'll present it in an upcoming live stream. So live stream happens every week. So if you guys don't submit any topics, then I will try to see what are the common pain points that people are experiencing, and I will present them in a live stream. So yeah, let me know what you want to see in a future live stream, and I will get it covered in a future edition. And just a short note before I end the call, end the stream. For next week's live stream, I think it will be held on a Wednesday instead of a Friday. So this is just a heads up for you guys that are here. Yeah, so just for next week, it should be on a Wednesday instead, because I don't think I'll be available on Thursday and Friday. So yeah. Okay, let me see the questions. Give me a sec. Okay. There's a question here. I missed the start of this. So is it possible to watch the stream from the beginning after? Yeah. So it's a question from Marlene. So right after I end the stream, I think within a minute or so, it will be automatically uploaded into our YouTube. So it's an automation that runs. So basically, once I end the stream, you'll be able to watch it from start to end. Yeah. And then there's another question that says, what's this? Can you show us how the automatic rescheduling of resources work? I'm not too sure I understand what you are asking here. Sorry. Maybe you could elaborate. Yeah, let me try and think. I was showing you the automation just now. Automatic rescheduling of resources work. Maybe I could show you this. Okay, so let me see. I'll reopen the automation. This was it. This was it. Let's say history here. This is how you check all of your automation runs. Or this is completed. I need a run that failed. Let me see if I have one. Okay, so for example, if the run fails, like the automation fails, what you can do, and what I think you mean by this is how to rerun the automation. I hope that's what you mean. What you could do is go to the history tab, and just if it fails, just retry it again, and it will automatically fire up the failed automation again. So in this case, I think it will fail again because I already assigned the task to myself. So yeah. In case if the automation fails, you can go back inside, and once you fix the automation, like maybe some links were wrong, you can rerun it. Like you can just go to history and re-trigger the automation. Yeah. Okay. I think that's what you meant. Yeah, let me know if that wasn't clear. Yeah, and I can see that you commented from YouTube. So I'm gonna end the live stream now. But what I'll do is just leave your comment there. And once the video is uploaded into YouTube, I will see your response, and I will reply from there. So that way, we don't keep everyone waiting. And yeah, I hope that was what you were asking. But if not, I will answer once you reply on YouTube again. Okay. Yeah. So that was it. So today we covered very simple actions and triggers for automations. Last week we covered about agents orchestrate. Next week, I think we might have an update going out. And if we do have an update, I'll just show you guys all of the new features in Taskade. If not, then I will think of a lesson plan to share with you guys. Or you can also fill up the live stream topic suggestion. And yeah, I'll do something for you guys. Okay, thanks for joining me on today's live stream. It was a quick but informative session. And thanks for the questions as well. It keeps the live stream fun. I hope you guys learned something, and I will see you next week on Wednesday, same time. All right, cool. Thank you, and see you next week.